Yo.
What up?
What up, man?
We back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Good to see y'all, man.
It's been a minute.
A long time. I don't even know what.
A good
minute.
7
It's
months?
been a while.
Yeah, we gotta start counting the
95 the
episodes
podcast.
too. I don't even know what episode this is.
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
All right.
95 the podcast, Flies podcast out. We got movies. What we got? We got.
That's all we got.
We got movies. We got movies.
We got fashion,
sports,
culture.
fashion, culture,
It's been,
dating,
man, we a little rusty. y'all.
everything.
Just
We're a
give
little
us
rusty. It's
bit.
been a while.
Yeah.
How's
That's
everybody
gonna make
been,
it
though,
authentic.
fellas? What's been going on, man?
Everything good, man. Just trying to adjust. We're still adjusting to this.
Post-COVID world.
Yeah, post-COVID.
Post.
Whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
yeah.
But
we ain't quite there
Post-COVID.
we
yet.
still living, though. We still breathing. though.
Yeah.
Post pandemic, almost in another pandemic. Trial of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody good, though. Good to see y'all.
The
Man,
pandemic
good to see y'all.
podcast.
It's always good. It's always good time when we all get to link up because
Facts.
we everybody's got some stuff going on with their lives, things that are going on. Speaking of that, since the last time you guys heard from me, I happened to this dumbass right here tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Pull the Kobe.
Literally
Kobe.
pulled a
R.I.P.
Kobe.
man. R.I.P.
No free
man.
throw.
R.I.P.
For
Kobe.
sure.
R.I.P. To the Mamba. But yeah, it was definitely a unique experience. One I don't want to do again.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, you did what?
It's been some big strides though, so I'm coming along. I can't run yet. As soon as I can, I'll be back out there. You know, dishing a rock off to Rio.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be waiting on the wing.
You know how we do.
You gonna make it though?
That's the goal, my
Best
boy.
two guys in the
That's the goal, my boy.
50-50.
You still the best two guard in the city?
Man, I'm getting in vet mode now, man. The youngins is coming up now. I'm
They
trying
out
to teach
here
them how to
fast.
play the right way, man.
Run and gun.
What's up with you, D? How's everything on your way?
Oh man, I'm all right, man. Just fathering, you know.
Fathering.
Fathering and
For
coding.
sure.
That's all I do.
Shout out to
Fathering
Larry
and
June, Organic Fatherhood.
Yeah,
Quick dedication. Real quick. This episode is going to be dedicated to my grandmother, Nico's great grandmother, who we unfortunately lost last month. We know that she's here in spirit. It's hard losing the matriarch of your family, but we're here, and we were very fortunate to have her. So, quick moment of silence from my grandmother, Marie Bonds. Appreciate that, bros.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Raise
sir.
your glasses.
Come on.
Yes, sir, man.
Let's take one for.
Let's have a
Yeah.
great show for.
Yep.
Facts.
Absolutely.
One of my best friends, he just lost his dad, like
Oh,
a couple
No.
days ago.
Tough.
You know,
Yeah.
so and I mean, you just don't never
Prayers
know.
to your
so
brother, man.
You're
To
going
your
through
homie.
something or whatever, praying for y'all, and you're gonna make it through.
Mhm.
that's right, man. Fellas, tomorrow night, Fury Wilder 3 got the rubber match from T-Mobile Arena tomorrow night in Vegas. Who you guys think gonna win?
Fury. I'm taking Fury.
Fury.
Yeah, because Wilder. I mean, from the last fight, I mean, he blamed it on the suit, right? Then he said the suit was too
Yeah,
heavy.
He said the
But
That seems like an excuse.
But even without the suit, he just looked like he wasn't there, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Fury, he got his number. It's
Mhm.
like he know now, and he even said it after their first fight. He was like, I know how to beat him, and then he came in the second fight and whooped his ass. So I feel like the third fight, he just finna do the same thing.
Damn, this is the third one?
Yeah,
that's the
it's been their series
Mm-hmm.
has been a totally different series ever since Fury popped up like some damn zombie or whatever. When he popped
Right.
up in those later rounds in that first one,
Yeah.
it's been a whole entire different
Yeah.
landscape with those two. Ever since that particular moment, that moment literally was like a changing of the guard in their particular
exactly.
little matchup.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Bronze Bomber.
Hey.
But you know, if you got to punch, when you punch that hard, now Fury might get up. But
Yeah.
when you punch that hard, you got to punch his chance.
Yeah.
Punch his
I mean,
chance.
Yeah. I mean, he be swinging for the God. So it's like shit. If he land, it's like, you know.
I would say
could-
this
it could get
his
ugly
particular
if he land.
style. I'm not really a big fan of.
No.
OC.
He just real OC with it, but when
He's
he
OC,
hit, he hit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he just gotta hit you.
His combinations are really kind of a little mid.
My fault. I'm pouring up over here, man. I'm sorry.
Y'all
having a good conversation right now.
You don't have to apologize for
He
that.
he like the guy.
Listening, pouring up too.
He like the guy who don't know how to box, but he just
But
hit
strong,
real hard.
and
He
he-
just real
yeah,
strong.
yeah,
They're the ones you gotta watch out for in the track.
In the
He'll
streets,
catch
yeah,
you.
yeah, them the
He'll
ones
catch
that
you.
Yeah, yeah. But in the ring, I don't know.
Do you guys have a
Nah.
preference? Being out for a fight or being at a house party, like a fight party? Fight party or being out like in a club
man.
setting?
That's a good question.
I feel like back in the day, the fight parties used to be lit. Like,
Exactly.
When you,
I feel like
especially when we was
they still
real
are.
younger, when our parents was going to the fight parties, like,
Hell
yo, I
yeah.
want to go. That shit
Yeah.
look crazy. I want to be
Exactly.
there.
It's a little
I'm
more
for-
intimate, you know.
Yeah.
Facts,
Got,
yeah.
A lot of little trinkets, little appetizers, foods, and drinks is more accessible. You gotta go through all the like hassle.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
waiting on
exactly.
drink,
Waiting on
you
a
know.
waiter getting a bogus
That's-
drink.
That's the part that, like, with COVID, like, I wish that I want to come back, like, people getting comfortable just inviting people over to the crib and having a little kickback or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's gone right
Facts.
now.
It's
It's
really
dead.
gone.
Like,
Yeah, it is.
And
You know what I'm
even
saying?
with it going on, it's still like a bit
It's
of
weird, though.
like trepidation that people
Exactly. It
like
should- I
go
mean,
through in the back of their head.
rightfully
Yeah.
so, right?
Yeah. It's like you got to stay on. Keep
Delta
on staying on
Wildin'
toes.
still. Like,
I was talking to E about this before everybody walked in, and me and E was saying it's a preference for Super Bowl and for fights to be like in a home setting.
yeah.
But it's times where I popped out for both, and they were both like fire. Remember that Super Bowl when Brady came back 28-3?
It's
We
Atlanta.
watched the
Yeah.
first half ND, and then we were like, "Fuck it, let's pop out." And we went to I think Reverie or something,
Oh, yeah.
and it was
You're
lit,
right.
man. It was
You're
lit.
right.
So I have a preference,
I mean, but
but
take
I've
it back
had
to
some lit times when
take
I've
it back
been out
to
in,
take it back
in public.
to 2001 when the Patriots won for the first time and we was over I think it was like Brook Crib or something, like back in high school.
Yeah,
And it was like me, you, and Brian Jones was the only people rooting for the Patriots, and everybody else was
Yeah.
rooting for.
Yeah.
Shout out
whoever they played.
Brian Jones,
the
man.
Rams,
That's
the
my
Rams,
dog.
right?
Yeah, passing Rams. Yeah.
Hey,
So like when they won, we was like, yo, we told y'all,
Yeah.
pour up all the shots, we did this. Like
Yeah.
that was the shit.
I'd never forget Brian Jones kept saying the whole damn game.
It's America.
It's America Super Bowl.
That shit was so funny, man. That was a good time though.
That was true. So yeah, I mean, everybody got their preference, but yeah, I've
Yeah.
definitely had some times where I stepped out, like during the undercard or like halftime and
Yeah,
went somewhere
yeah.
else, and
Yeah.
it was lit. It was like the fucking club.
Yeah, yeah. It
And then
just depends
too,
on what
with
you
me,
like.
with me personally, I'm not gonna feel comfortable like in a club setting for a minute. Like I'm just not.
like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I'm vaccinated. I hope everybody in here is vaccinated.
Yeah,
But like,
so-
you know what I mean? I got an
I am.
unvaccinated kid at the crib, so it's like I'm not gonna feel comfortable in no kind of like setting where it's a bunch of people.
I totally
for a
understand
minute,
that.
right?
A toddler too at that.
Yeah, you know. So, I don't mean to put a damper on the mood.
no,
this is real life, man.
It's real life. I mean, it's real life, though.
What you guys watching on TV right now?
Man, I just finished Squid Games.
I haven't
on Netflix.
I haven't checked it
Bro,
out yet.
I saw the
like-
trailer for that. I ain't watched
It's
it yet.
crazy.
I heard
bro,
it was
like,
treacherous.
It's crazy, man. Like if y'all ever seen Hunger Games or something like
Yeah,
that, like
I used to
it's
fuck
like,
with Hunger Games
It's
too.
like a Hunger Games
Like
on
times-
steroids, bro.
Yeah.
Times
Like,
5, 10.
and you know, with the Asian films, like they go all out, like blood. Even with the horror movies, like they just go crazy compared to our stuff. But this like some stuff I ain't like really never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Just how it's like what 9-10 episodes. They all like 50 minutes to an hour, and it's like good. Like everything is, they speaking Asian, but it's like voiceovers for like English voiceovers, no subtitles. But it's dope, man. Like it's dope. Y'all need to check that
Yeah, I
out.
gotta
Squid
check
Games
that
on
out.
Netflix.
I've definitely been hearing about it all over social media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
haven't watched it.
Man, it's crazy. From the first episode, it start off a little slow, like the first 30 minutes, but then after that, it's cracking, bro. Like I binged it probably like 3 days. It's like one of them. I don't even binge stuff. Like I be like, OCD with my shit. Like go from this to this to this. Yeah. I'm like zeroed in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's crazy. Like y'all need to check that out. Squid Games, Netflix.
Squid Games. I've been two things I've really been watching. I've been watching the second season of Wu-Tang and American Saga on Hulu. It's a great series.
You need to share your Hulu information, bro.
I got you, bro.
Facts.
I got you.
Run that.
Because Mike been on my Netflix for 20 years.
Hey, real shit. Like
I ain't never watched shit on Hulu though.
Y'all already
I'm sitting here
like
like, wait a minute.
like
This ain't balanced right now.
That's not mutual.
what y'all don't realize, this nigga's like my brother for real. Like I've been on his Netflix probably for about a good decade and some change.
Definitely.
Like for real.
And that's cool. And that's cool. But I'm sitting here like, damn, you watching shit on Hulu? I ain't got
I
Hulu.
need that.
Man, hey.
Run that account
Don't, hey,
information.
y'all,
Can I get a Hulu?
But this nigga definitely be texting me, checking my suggestions. He was like, "Yeah, man, I was looking at your I was looking at School of Pics, and them, man, I got a couple of little gems."
Dead ass. Let me tell you. Look, Mike on my Netflix. I got like 2 or 3 other people on my
Scooters
Netflix, right?
Logan's on there.
Yeah, definitely Logan's on there.
Logan's on there.
My best
You
friend
better
Tiff
read
is
off
on
the
there.
whole
Wait,
stuff.
Type of
here's the
Peppa
funny
Pig.
part.
Once I have a kid, I'm gonna just go into
Wait,
Logan's
here's the
log.
funny
Yeah.
part, right? So you can set your list up and everything, right? Or you can set your list up and then it show you like recently watched, right?
Yeah.
So me and my girl be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to find something on Netflix. And she be like, when you watch sex games, I'm like, I ain't doing it. Like, what you talking about?
Ba-dum-bum. It was Mikey.
Did I watch that?
I don't know, but I know I didn't know.
I
They
probably
asked.
I probably
They
did.
probably asked, "Are you
Like,
still
yo,
watching
you watch
this?"
it? Wait. Like, and then too, like, you know, if you're in a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship,
Are we
right?
watching you now?
Look, you're in a relationship. You can't even watch stuff without your mate. Like,
Exactly.
I was
like
just about
it
to
can
say
be,
that.
and it can be
Exactly.
completely wholesome. Like, wait, you watched Brady Bunch episode 2
Facts.
without me?
They don't even have to
What?
watch
Netflix.
this shit, but they just press.
That's a
it's
form
like,
of cheating.
you
That's a
turn
form
on
of
the
cheating.
TV without
Where you
me.
find time to watch TV without me?
Right, exactly.
I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen nothing on there right now.
Hey man, that alters a relationship. Like you go watch a couple of episodes without me and shit. Like
Yeah,
my
Especially
feelings
if
are
y'all
hurt.
started it together, like shit, like. Yeah, you watch like 1 or 2 episodes, and then you try to double back like you in.
Bitch, how dare you?
I feel like you're right. If y'all started it together, then yeah, you
finished?
wilding
Yeah.
for
You
watching
wildin',
something
yeah.
without your mate.
You stepping outside
But if
his
y'all
marriage.
ain't started together, then you got to give your
Hey,
mate some
sometimes
leeway.
you gotta pull it. Like if they out or something like that, and it's like it come on at this time, and it's like, yo, I don't want to wait till tomorrow to watch it. Then you gonna watch it, and I'm gonna double back like I didn't watch it.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. If y'all usually watch it together, then you gotta stick to that. But if it's something different, because like for real, like when my son go down and my girl, you know what I'm saying, be like doing something else, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna watch something else, you know, whatever. And then she be like, oh, what are you watching? I'm like, I'm watching something you probably wouldn't want to watch, but I'm not gonna be sitting there like, yo, you gotta see this episode that we usually
Right.
watch this. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
check. Nah, she gonna be looking at me like, yo, you wildin' right
Nah,
now.
that's true.
Real quick. True though, but yeah, y'all gotta check out the Wu-Tang. It's been good so far. It's in the midpoint, and Dark Side of the Ring season 3,
Oh, man,
the
that's
second
crazy.
part. There's been some great episodes,
I gotta get
man.
into that.
That's a wild show.
For those who don't know, it's about wrestling. So like, if you grew up in the '90s, '80s, you know, watching
Yeah.
wrestling, Hogan and all them, like,
All of 'em.
even the
ECW,
people that, even
everything.
the people that you never heard of, like the stories itself is just like it's just dope.
The narration by Chris
Yeah.
Jericho, the actual way that they write the storylines, the feedback from multiple people like Jim Cornette and the other guys that they have on the show, they really give a lot of good feedback. Even if you don't like wrestling or are not into wrestling, you'll come across really liking that show just based off of their storytelling and the effectiveness of how they get the point across. So it's a great show, and
Yeah,
they really
it's
doing
dope.
good on this second
It's
leg
on,
of season 3.
Viceland.
Yeah, Vice. Yeah,
Oh, Vice TV.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another dope show.
Anything else before we get to music? Anything else you guys been watching? Nick, what you been watching? Besides the White Sox piss us off.
That was first thing on my list.
Oh man.
So I'm not a big TV watcher. I say this all the time. So if it's not sports, it's nothing. I mean, I've been seeing BMF. I've supposed
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I need
have
to
gotten into it,
That's
check
yet.
that out.
I
That's
definitely
what-
need to check it out.
That's
That's
dope too.
One thing that has
That's
gauged my
another-
interest, but I haven't watched
The
it.
acting
Somebody
kinda
explain
sus, but
that
it's
to me. Are they telling like the story of BMF? And
Yeah, they're
stuff?
telling the story
Yeah.
of BMF from when they came
and like
their meteoric
Meech's son
rise
is
Yeah.
like playing
in the
him.
D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his son's playing
In the
him,
late
yeah,
80s.
which
That's
is
what's up.
cool. Yeah, so
From what I'm hearing, he's doing a really good job too.
yeah.
From what
it's-
I've heard.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, 50, he back on his stuff. You know, Power just
Back
went
on his
off.
bag,
Kane,
yeah,
that Raising
Kane.
Kanan, that was actually good. Like I don't think it got that much pub.
Yeah, I ain't even mess
But,
with it.
Yeah, but that was really good, and they finna come out with the one with Tommy after that. So I think it's finna do the whole power thing over again.
That dude a fucking genius, man.
I saw a meme on Instagram a couple of days ago. It said 50 Cent went to Stars and created a whole Marvel Universe with drug dealers.
And broke everybody off.
It broke everybody off. They got own universes. They gonna all come back together.
Shout out to Fifth, man. He's a genius, man. He did it again. Music, what you guys listening to right now? Here come Rio.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Rio. Go ahead,
For
Rio.
those who not in the studio, this motherfucker got so excited the minute I said something about music. His ass lit up like a Christmas tree.
Man,
Go ahead, bro.
Rio, the
like, you know,
jukebox.
I'm a
Jukebox Rio.
One thing that I always like try to pride myself in, and I think other people should as well, is always just listen to everything before you critique it.
Facts.
And I hear a lot of people critiquing shit, and you got no shade intended, but you got some podcasts out here, and there's guys that's not listening to albums and they trying to rate albums. So I just think that's whack. But listen to the album before you start talking about it. So what I'm gonna say is,
sure.
so the Yeezal, the CLB, we gonna get into that. I know we got that going on, but really what I'm listening to right now is the H8, West Side Gun, Hilla West Hermes.
Hilla West Hermes 8.
That's double disc.
Which
side B is really running.
Which one you listening to, side A or side B?
I've been listening to side B a lot lately.
I mean, B just came out, but I fucks with A. I told y'all niggas that last week. But I don't know. I mean, both of them, they both crazy.
Yeah,
they both crazy.
And I feel like it's just under the radar still. Like,
yeah, I mean,
fire as the shit
West.
is.
I mean, I think West put out so much music. It's just like you get to it when you get to it almost. Unless you like a true fan, it's like, all right, that new West come out. Like we all talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Every day, every other day. But West and whole Griselda, they put out so much music. It's like almost hard to keep up. So
Yeah, I can't keep up.
You know what, y'all? Like, Big Crit and the West Side Gun share the same kind of air to me, and I'm saying this as far as the material that they put out. I think sometimes they put out so much music that we don't really get to appreciate what they putting out. Like Big Crit is cold, but he put out so much shit.
You wouldn't even know.
Like you can't keep up.
It's the quantity and quality
until you fall back.
Contrast.
I ain't really hear
quick
that.
That's what we went through with Wayne in 07 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you consistently keep flooding the block, so that everybody can just absorb it?
That's why Wayne is like he is now.
Or do you go with like the old strategy, like the old Sade? Like I'm gonna give you some every scarcity.
Quick question.
Nas does that too. He take it through 2-3 years off, 4 years.
Well, not since 2018, but that was his old model.
But that was his old model.
I think Columbia was using that model with a lot of artists. Michael Jackson as well.
Nah, I got a quick question. Wait, how y'all check out new music? Like, what streaming services y'all use?
I use Apple.
I got Apple Music.
Apple.
All that shit be dropping Apple Music?
Yeah. Every Friday. Friday at 11 o'clock, so midnight Central. Midnight
Yo,
I thought y'all was about to tell me I'm still be on Dat Piff or something.
Hell no.
Nah. Well, see,
no LimeWire, none of this.
The thing with Dat Piff is a lot of these releases now from the hip hop world, whatever, they used to have a classification of either album or mixtape.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll see them on both. So you'll see like ones that are like technically albums, they'll be on Dat Piff. And then ones that are like technically mixtapes, you'll see them on Apple.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just dropping on everything now. So it's like you might as well go to the medium that you like to use to listen to the most.
Yeah, with how streaming is now, it's like they getting paid for everything. So it's like I'm gonna put a mixtape out.
Not much, but a little bit.
But I'm finna get something for it. You just ain't finna get it for free on Dat Piff or a hot new mixtape, something like that. Like.
And Apple has even gotten clever, whereas you finish an album, and when you finish it, it plays a station that's related to it.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't like how they did that on the update. I don't like that.
It
just keeps going. I like that. Like once the last song over, stop and let me. Once the last song over, stop and let me think about what other stupid ass album I want to listen to after that.
So it's a little different, but
I do like that little genius thing they do where it's like, you know what I'm saying, they take music that is similar to the music you listen to.
Yeah.
You just click play on that, and it's like it's just straight heat. It's like, hey, you
Exactly.
know me, I like this.
Right, true that.
Yeah, but music different now though. Like they putting out videos at the same time with the albums. Like usually, you hear the song first, and you gotta wait like a month or
month,
a couple weeks or whatever like that for the video to drop. Like, nah, they got like the videos
I like-
come with the album.
I like how Dolph and Glock do it. They just drop videos
Yeah,
after
yeah, them my dogs.
visuals.
Yeah.
Visuals. I
Them
love
my
visuals.
dogs.
Yeah.
They drop visuals.
Yeah.
Visuals. I love it.
Yeah, it's a whole different age of video watching now.
Hey,
So
I've been banking that Larry and Cardo, that Into the
Larry
Late
June.
Night Larry June mixtape. I can't stop playing it.
Vibe.
It's smooth. It's vibe. Get you a nice little J, glass of champagne,
Couple J's.
and just enjoy yourself.
Trying to go to sleep.
I've been listening to that. Been listening to the New West, HW, H8, both sides,
Yeah.
side A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Been also listening to my homie, man. Shout out Trey Dillon, man. Been listening to his little tape, man. I'm gonna send it to y'all as well, whatever. Shout out to him. Shout out to Langston, whatever. Been listening to that though. That shit fire, bro.
Shit, I've been listening to, still bumping the Nas, Streets, what is it? The
You was about to say Streets Disciple?
King's Disease.
King's Disease too?
Oh, yeah, that
that's
shit was nice.
crazy.
That was
I
nice.
bumping it coming up here. I'm trying, like, I fuck with Meek, right? Meek, I fuck with Meek.
Me and Nico was just talking about this in the
With
car,
Meek,
man.
right? But it's like
That
this
shit do
one. It's
sound like
like, and I.
Chicago.
This is like, you know, when people be like, "Oh, all he do is yell," and I'm like, "Nah, you know, he be rapping." That. But like this album is like all yelling, bro. Like all yelling. And I see what you're saying, not real, because you don't fuck with me like that for real. But it's like
So you can't really take what he say for real. He got a already bias.
he
Premeditated bias.
He's just yelling. It's like he got a couple songs where it's just like, you know, slow flow and he's really spitting, but it's like everything else is like he trying to like keep up with the, you know, with how stuff is now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
You
this
know
Meek
you
is
was
as
listening
bad
to
as
Flameless
his
Flow in the
other
gym
Meeks.
today, though. You probably played it twice.
Flameless Flow going. Flameless Flow
But I don't think
The
this
joint
Meek
was
is
Uzi.
as yelly as the other Meeks. Like it's not as bad.
This one?
This,
Expensive
like
Pain
the
isn't
first-
bad to me. I feel like it's hard. It's hard to put this. It's hard to make this the first real album after
Championship.
championship
Yeah.
because nothing will compete.
He went
That's
he went
hard.
back to back homers when he had wins and losses and then championships. It was like back to back, man.
He had wins and losses and champion. When was before that? Dream Chasers 4?
I'm gonna just say this real quick. And
Is that
what was before that?
If you would consider that.
I don't really want to take nothing from him, but I just this album got like a Chicago. It's got a Dirk feel. Yeah,
That's the move,
it's a lot
really.
of Dirky.
A lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, a
got
lot
that
of
shit.
shit. A lot of
Dirk
Dirk.
Dirk.
A lot of shit
love
is
Dirk.
zero
I love
influence
Dirk.
right
A lot of
now.
shit is
Dirk got a lot of influence in the game right now.
But that shit
But you-
sounds
Deservedly-
right.
deservedly so.
But you're right. Like, I feel like Chicago is like fueling the game right
Yes.
now. Like
Of
course.
all the chords.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Music changes like every 4 years. So I feel like
It's
this
our
is
time
like
right
our
now.
time to like, you know, we kind of like shifting from that down south sound, like the Atlanta sound. It's still there, but it's like motherfuckers really fucking with the drill. You know what I'm saying? Especially like New York. They got it from us, shit, fuck.
New York heavy drill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, there's a lot of new music out there, man. Just
Before we
gotta
shift
keep your
away
ears
from
to the
music,
streets.
quick thing: CLB versus Donda.
Mm.
Hey,
See.
everybody go up around the room. Just say your name. I don't want to hear no diatribe. Y'all can get a diatribe once we're done. I'm gonna go around the room and y'all say one name, one album or the other. E.
He like, why you start with me?
CLB.
D.
CLB.
Nick.
CLB.
It's crazy because I feel
CLB
like
for-
nobody in this room wanted to say it.
For
but
Scoot,
it's true.
like,
for Scoot, CLB.
But then it's like, how do
I
you,
like CLB.
it's like I love CLB, like,
Yeah,
and then I,
I
love
like
Donda too. But it's
Yeah.
like I can't. When the last time you compared a gospel album to any hip-hop album? I'm not comparing Kirk Franklin to fucking 50 Cent. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This my
That's what it is. Like,
Y'all sick.
this my issue. This my issue with Donda.
that's what it is. What you mean?
Donda got 45 songs.
They ain't even got no curses on there.
This is
Hey, remember when Breezy,
I need
remember
that
when Breezy
E-next
dropped
for my
that
song
album?
title.
Like 45 songs? 45
And it's
songs?
like, and
yeah.
it's
This
genius,
my
though.
issue with Donda, the album, not the CPS teacher. Rest in peace. I'm not like
You
I
said
don't need-
PTSD.
See, they're not the CPS.
CPS,
teacher, not
Chicago
the
Public Schools.
The album, not the album. The album. The album.
You just
I don't
screaming
need-
acronyms over there.
I don't need that many features on a Kanye album to start.
Yeah. With no names at that.
But-
So
but-
if it's like,
but-
if you
I
don't
don't
know
want
who
that. I
it
don't
is,
want. I don't want 5 Foreign on the Kanye West album.
Kanye
don't
always
need it.
does a heavy amount of features.
No.
Yes, he does. Look at
He
Late
does.
Registration got a ton of features.
And that's a classic.
College Dropout got a ton of features.
What's
What
the
was,
ton? What's the
Pablo?
ton? Because there's levels, bro.
How
This album, every
No, this one
song,
probably had his most features.
We
on
would
it.
have to look that up. We need a
This was our
statistician
fantasy
in the
album.
background.
Let me
But I feel
explain.
like this one had
And
the
now-
most.
and
Let me
features.
explain. Go look at any Kanye West track listing
He's a producer.
and
Pull
look
it
at how
up.
many songs are just him by himself
Let me
very
pull
few.
it up right now.
on every album.
Who are the features?
Not that I care, but
Who
I'm
are
just
the
saying.
features? When he was starting out, when it was College Dropout,
College Dropout had a
it was
feature on almost every
Consequence.
song.
Yes, but it was Consequence. It was Common. It was like people
Underground
that you know what I
dudes.
mean,
Yeah.
underground
But-
or people
but
that
it's
you know he
still-
was like really had close relationships with. Now it's just
Now
anybody,
feature credits
bro.
are one thing,
It's
but
just
they,
anybody.
now feature credits are one
Bro.
thing, but they're still features.
That's fair. That's
true.
fair.
Hey, he's always been a heavy feature artist.
DJ, bro.
Shit, fuck that.
It's-
Dark
It's
Twisted
anybody.
Fantasy.
Top,
had
I
hella
I
features.
was
Nick,
never
go
able
ahead,
to
go ahead.
really get into Donda. So that's why it was easily CLB for me. That album wasn't in my wave of music.
What was it about Donda that
It's not my wave.
you couldn't catch it?
It's nothing that I would ever put on and just ride. Like I can't do that. I'm not gonna play it on my way to work. I'm not gonna play it on my way to the mall.
He said
But you play
It
it
ain't
at
got
home.
no
You
lane.
play it at home when you sitting still.
Why I'm playing that at home when I can play CLB? I'm getting my proper mix of
Touche,
Future,
nigga, touche.
Future, Dirk, and what's his name? Giveon. I'm getting all of it in one song.
The Giveon track is hard.
Yeah.
You got to throw out the joint with Future though.
No.
I hate that
What,
joint.
2 seconds?
Wait, I'm not talking
Somebody
about
said-
I'm not talking about that.
Yo,
I'm
I hate that
yo.
hate
Somebody,
that
look,
joint.
somebody said Giveon make music for chicks who fall in love with they sneaky links.
I love it, though.
Speaking on that way too sexy song, fellas,
Throw that out.
do not let me catch you turn up in the club to that.
Nah.
It will be a problem.
Hey,
I seen it. Where was I? Public League. the zestiest group of guys I've seen outside in a while.
just
man.
don't turn up on the hook when Future start
Yeah.
right. Just sit still.
But that's not the song I was referring to.
Nick, give me your,
In Too Deep.
give me your,
Into the okay.
give me your top 3 off CLB.
My top
For you-
3
you
on
personally.
CLB are. Well, I was just there. In Too Deep.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the pause. Let me pause that real quick.
What?
That was one of the 2-part songs on there. So you got your R&B, then you got you feel me?
Yeah.
TSU for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like I'm gonna hear that again from somebody in the room.
And in the Bible
Okay.
are my top 3.
D.
That's real.
Pause.
Shawty
Hey,
was
D,
on it,
I
though,
like,
fuck.
Top 3 off
What is that?
CLB.
I like Love All. You know, you got that whole verse was dope.
I knew that was gonna
Love
be
that.
D's,
Love
like-
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yes,
Jay,
yes.
yeah.
I like
And,
I
and
like
Jay,
TSU.
Jay went in too.
I like TSU too. That was hard. And you gotta give respect to all the intros on like just about every Drake album.
Facts.
The intros go hard.
Every
First-
album.
Champagne Poetry. I
Every
like
When
the
I heard
intro
it,
again.
I felt like, am I feeling Tuscan leather?
Tuscan leather,
vibes?
yeah.
Am I feeling
With
Tuscan
the
leather
beat-
vibes
with the
again?
beat shift,
Life is good.
Tuscan Leather had like 2 beat changes though. but
Man.
This shit
Hearing
was
that
just-
almost made
I
me
feel like his
fall in
albums don't
love.
even be done until he got a fire intro.
I heard I love you so much I started loving somebody. I don't even know who.
He said, ain't nobody here. I'm just loving myself.
Go ahead, E.
Top 3, like D said, Love All with Jay, No Friends, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path.
Woo!
Any-
That's a
Mike-
great choice.
Like Mike, you put up a tweet, not a tweet, like a Instagram post or whatever. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the album dropped, you was like, anytime he got like a time,
A timestamp? A timestamp?
yeah,
A time and a
4
location.
p.m. in
Yeah, he
Calabasas,
did go in on that.
I say that big nigga gonna lose his damn mind.
lose his mind, and that's exactly what he did. But yeah,
Yeah,
5
man.
a.m. in Dallas, 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Yeah.
You know,
Was it like 7 a.m. in
7
Toronto?
a.m.
Yeah.
on 63rd Street, like.
What you
It don't
doing
matter.
on 63rd Street at 7 a.m.?
My,
We gotta talk to you after this.
Go ahead,
fellas, my
Go ahead.
3, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, of course. No friends in the industry, and Girls Want Girls with Lil Baby.
That was
my
cold
3.
too.
Yeah, I know he got the little baby thing going on though. That's his man's.
Both
You
y'all,
should
man.
have knew that was gonna be enough.
Both of y'all.
They
man.
definitely got great
Lil Baby
chemistry
cool,
when
man. Lil Baby,
when they link my tracks.
solid.
They fire, man.
Solid.
Little Baby, the next
Rio,
one.
what's your
Like, for
3?
real.
I like Pipe Down.
That's a man. Go ahead, my fault.
I like Knife Talk because I like the way they pay respect to Project Pat.
Oh, I forgot that one. Yeah,
and-
that's a
and-
good
and-
pick.
and
That's a good
20
pick.
2021 was going on.
Yeah.
Gang.
21 came in with the Project Pat. Black Thug, like that.
So I like that.
Sicker.
And
She's like
I kind of got
pancake.
four. I got the Bridal Path, and then I got Champagne Poetry. Those
Yeah.
those are mine.
Can I throw something out there real quick?
Yeah.
Kind of honorable mentions couldn't quite make it into the cut though.
What
You
got?
already brought it in with Pipe Down. That's definitely highly up there, but Poppy's Home. I feel like he gave a different kind of message with that song than what people
Yeah,
was
Poppy's
really
Home was
taking
nice.
it.
Yeah, he
Like,
was like
I feel like he was sending a message.
I'm
Like,
sonning you niggas.
yeah, I was gone for a while, but
But I'm home,
take the
nigga.
CLB real quick.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Ba-dum-ba.
Oh, to speak on the Ye
What you
real
got,
quick,
man?
I just
But-
want to real quick on the Ye real quick.
Go ahead.
I think Ye kind of oversaturated us, and I say that because now in the era we have gone back to albums that have anywhere between 10 and 14, maybe 15 cuts.
Unless you
I
Chris
didn't even
Brown.
make that point. Yeah.
And Kanye
yeah.
is just giving. It was almost 30 songs on that album.
Unless you Kanye.
I mean,
And it's not a double album. It's
Yeah.
it's a single LP. You know what I'm saying? So I think he kind of oversaturated. It was some good music on there.
Yeah.
But you know,
But
you guys
yeah, you
always
gotta-
tell y'all sequencing is very
And
important.
Very important.
Every song got a smash.
Rio always says that too. Sequencing. That's what he's talking about
And
all the
because you
time.
can
in the
listen to
group
a song
chat.
and you got to skip two before you listen to the next
That
one.
nigga went
That's
the,
not.
he went the Chris Brown route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Brown, he be dropping
He dropped
songs.
like an 80 piece on us one
You
time.
can drive,
Man.
you can drive the gurney and it still be playing.
He dropped 80 songs.
On the full moon.
He dropped 80 songs, and the only one I remember is
I think
Tempo.
that's what kind of hurts
Right.
the
There was so many. I gotta stick with the ones you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Another point you got to give Ye credit for though. I feel like up until like he started like doing this as far as like the streaming era, when we got an album, it was like a point in time, right? So like artist would do the album and it's done and that's it. But like with the streaming era, it ain't never really got to be done, right? So like he'll drop an album and then he'll go back and like, nah, I want to change this, make it sound different or in whatever way, you know, and how he technically gets down and deep into the music. And like I feel like that's a shift in the way we consume music that you kind of gotta give him credit for, right? Because like this album, like say like 5 years from now, he's like, I want to tweak the drums on that. He can literally just do that. And now when we, you know, stream the album,
That's a great
it's
fucking
different,
point.
right? It's completely different.
They always
So it's
been
never
like that,
really
though.
finished. So I like
Yeah.
that, yeah. And I
D-
feel like he's the one that took
and-
advantage of that.
And D, to your point, one of the best songs on the album wasn't even on the album. It was the damn this.
Oh,
With
with 3K?
3,000. Man,
Yeah.
that's some late registration sounding type shit.
Man,
and he
we-
put it on the album.
We ain't gonna
Yeah.
get into that verse.
Yeah.
We not
That's
gonna
Mike
get
coming
into
out.
that.
Right. The crazy part is
Because
like,
there's a lot
we
of
may
stuff.
listen to the album a year from now, like, damn, I want to hear that
And
Donda,
they'll
and
put it-
boom.
Yeah.
Right. Andre 3000 is
Yeah.
on there. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's like bonus tracks on
Fellas.
Illmatic
Yeah.
now. It's like, that's-
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's different.
Transitioning real quick, fellas.
yeah.
It's autumn, fall. It's fourth quarter. Y'all know the vibes. This is one of the best seasons. Definitely one of the best seasons for me. One of the things that I love most is just my lifelong addiction to sports. You got the overlap of professional hockey, baseball, college football, pro football, then sprinkle in the beginning of some NBA.
Mhm.
Gotta love it. As far as fall, what does it rank for each one of you personally among the four seasons? Is it first, second, third, or fourth?
For me, it'd probably be second, right after summer, because it's like, especially in Chicago, it's like, well, we really don't.
And this
get
has been
no
a beautiful
fall for real.
for people
like,
who are not in Chicago. This has been a wonderful fall weather-wise
yeah,
here in
'cause
Chicago.
We really don't
Supposed
get
to
a
It's been
fall,
be
beautiful,
tomorrow.
man.
because it really go from summer.
And it's October, second week of October. Beautiful weather.
Because usually it go from summer to winter.
And the precipitation
Like,
hasn't
no
been that
fall.
bad.
You're
either.
like a weekend with your
Yeah, you
head.
got a weekend with, you know what I'm saying, right,
Yeah.
flannel or whatever, but after that you throwing a bowl coat on.
So fall is second to you?
fall second, yeah, you get to, it's a big fashion shift, boots, scarves, Timbs,
Yeah.
coats, you know what I'm saying, hats. It's like you can put up your summer stuff or whatever. It's just, this is real different versus like, and then you in the winter, it's like you bundled up, so you really can't even showcase nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like summer, but
And we're kind of having an Indian summer this year, so it's
Yeah.
still like some sprinkling in of like some
Yeah.
summer shit that
Yeah.
motherfuckers ain't folded up and put in
it was nice today. Shit.
they closet,
Yeah.
Facts. D, what does it rank for you?
It's pretty much the same. Second. It's summer, fall, winter, spring for me. Actually. Yeah.
Winter dead last for me.
No, only reason winter ain't dead last for me because I like to winter activities and shit. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Like going ice skating or something. Like that kind of stuff is cool.
Spring is my favorite.
I don't like the spring because it rains too much.
Spring
it's
is my
It's not hot enough to go to
favorite.
the beach, but like it's raining every day.
Fall is
I
my
hate spring.
Fall is my
Yeah.
second. Spring is my number one. I love spring because spring and fall are essentially the same season, but the difference with fall is like everything is like slowly transitioning to like almost like a dying off, and like spring is kind of like a resurrection, like a rise of the phoenix.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same. They're both the same seasons, but in different
levels.
One is reverse
One
of
is
the
the
other.
reverse,
Yeah.
It's real. I never think of it like that.
And summer's third for me. Winter's fourth. I'm a winter baby, but winter has this thing. But I like being outside. So
Yeah.
ain't nothing
Bundle up and go
outside.
outside. Like you can literally. I mean, granted, we got some hard winters sometimes, so
We
it's
have
like
some
you
hard
can't go nowhere. But like,
Ain't nobody else coming outside
Yeah.
though. So it's
This
nah.
last winter, bro, like I don't.
Ain't nobody
wanna
coming
see
to fuck
no
I feel
outside.
like the oddball at the table.
And I worked outside too. So
Like, you know, winter.
yeah, that's different
Nah,
too.
the
When you
fall
work
is for
outside.
sure my favorite season, but summer is my least favorite.
Really?
I don't like that excessive heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes you want to not come outside until 8:00. I don't like that. I don't like that's not
And it's
enjoyable
like-
to me.
It's like sticky heat. It's like that
Yeah.
muggy heat. It ain't
Like as soon as you
it's humid
you,
in
you
Chicago.
shower, put your clothes on, go outside. 5 minutes into being outside, you feel like you need another shower.
shower.
I mean, you gotta take two
all the way
showers.
cool
Like,
on
You
the
got
summer.
That's mandatory.
minimum
I
two.
mean, like I ain't even got where I'm
Minimum
going
two.
yet, and I feel like I gotta take a shower.
Three. A lot of days you got to take three, man.
Some of them days, yeah.
I'd say.
And there's still people out here taking none.
True that.
See, that's a whole different
Fall for
kind
sure
of
number one.
Disgust.
You shouldn't
That's a
have
whole
if you're a
different
grown ass
episode, right?
motherfucker.
Go ahead, Rio.
I say for me, fall is one because I like the flavors you can do in the fall. You can wear high tops. You can put the Timbs on. It's not like too cold.
Mike be in his
But it's
Timbs
not.
in the summer.
It's not. We do that.
Facts.
Too.
He want to be from New York so
We
bad.
do that too. Hey, we all do. Yeah,
Tim's and Jordan shorts.
I ain't never put no Timbs on in the summer.
Man, I just know how to put motherfucking. I know how to put threads together. That's just what it
style,
is.
though. It ain't like it's new
I
though.
seen
Like,
I seen
motherfuckers-
Fam at the Banksy joint with the Timbs on. I think it
But
was.
Mike was probably
It was
only-
it was more of a thing, man. Like I be cooking up, man.
Yeah,
Now, this my
I
thing.
don't see nobody else in Chicago.
I'm not
with
gonna
Tim's
be
on
mad at
shorts.
Tim's in the summer because you might have a cool summer night. Well, I draw my line at if you have to wear shorts, you shouldn't be able to wear Tim's. Tim's don't go with shorts.
But see, this is my
In my style, but
I got it. But
In my
see,
style, but
that's just me.
but with that same theory, shorts shouldn't go with anything long sleeve.
True that.
And they do.
And you got to think about it too. And so, if the
Long
times
sleeve
when you
denim.
do wear, when certain ensembles allow for Timbs to go decent with a nice short,
Long sleeve baseball joint.
90% of those outfits have a hoodie or a long sleeve shirt or a long sleeve crew. So it kind of goes with that
It's
whole
one of them.
that's
ensemble.
kind of not
Yeah.
really true though.
he trying
It is.
to defend this shit right
they
there.
actually
I mean, you could look at my Instagram. I mean, shit, my shit's
actually
be popping.
They
But
actually make like Nike jumpsuits that's a hoodie with a short set. I wouldn't wear it, me personally.
But the hoodie, it's hoodies with long. What I'm saying, with your argument, if you wearing shorts and then you probably shouldn't wear Timbs. But if you wearing shorts, you shouldn't wear a long sleeve shirt. If by that
I get
argument,
where you trying to go, but it's
With
like,
that argument.
we talking about shoes to shorts, and you just put a shirt to shorts.
Yeah.
no,
like,
I'm
it's a
saying
difference a
you're
little
saying
bit.
that the weather
I
is
get the
saying.
logic though. I get
Right,
the
I
logic.
didn't say what
You're
you said.
saying, you're
Yeah,
saying
I
if
get
it's
both
if it's so hot that you shouldn't wear Timbs with shorts, then you shouldn't wear
Right.
any kind of like
But
long
that's the
sleeve.
thing, though.
And this is
I
and
didn't
this
say
is
it
kind
had
of the
anything to
weather
do with the
patterns
I
where something
agree.
like
I'll
that.
throw the hoodie. I don't care what I got
Right,
on.
right.
Hoodie shorts, like,
Yeah.
nigga.
I throw on all
It's
type of
different
stuff.
flavors,
But guess
you know
what
what I
though?
mean?
Yeah.
You want to know one
That's-
thing? When I throw it on, no matter what it is, it's gonna look good.
This nigga right.
I feel like
He
as
is
long-
bag right now.
You can wear whatever as long as you make the threads look good, man.
That's it,
don't
yeah.
even
I mean, if
matter.
you-
And also, you
gotta
gotta
look
know
at
what looks
fashion.
good for you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
For
there's
sure.
certain shit you can pull
Yeah,
off
that you can pull off,
that
can't
nobody
nobody
else
else
can.
can.
There's certain
That's the
shit
point
Nick
I'm
do
finna
that,
make. Look,
like,
you gotta look
I
at
can't
fashion
fucking
as
do.
like fashion is an expression of your personality.
Yes.
Right. So it's like if you feel like in the summertime Tim's go, I mean, do it. That's you. That's your personality. That's how you feel. And like, can't nobody tell you wrong because it's an expression of you.
Yeah.
I can disagree all day, but it's an expression of you.
Russell Westbrook and Cam Newton are horrible people. If we going based on that.
And Tim's with shorts. Hey man, Jada threw it on.
Have you seen Cam?
And went out there and went MJ on him.
In the hat with the
Can't
top
go
cut.
wrong.
Yeah. Disgusting, bro. That shit nasty.
It's a
The
thing.
worst.
It's a style, but yeah, I guess in New York. But I mean, if, like I said, if you can rock it, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
What y'all, speaking of fall fashion, what you guys personally rocking now? What type of brands? What type of stuff what type of threads you putting together, and any suggestions for the fellas out there that there's some fellas listening or whatever that might want to hear some insight.
Fall, so you got to put out, your jackets. So I'm a big bomber jacket guy.
I love
baseball
collars.
A good bomber jacket
With a baseball collar, yeah.
With nice stitching, you know what I'm saying? Nice plush bomber, like with some, nice jeans, distressed jeans, something like that. I'm real retro, so you know what I'm saying? My style is like, it's simple, it's basic, but it's nice.
Vintage.
You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Vintage.
There you go.
Vintage.
That's the word, the V word. But
That V word?
yeah, bomber. But yeah, nice bomber jacket. That's like my go-to. That's what I'm really waiting on for this weather. This shit.
With
Throw
me,
them out.
I don't know. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I was working from home for like a year. But like now I'm going back to the office, so I got to make decisions about like what I'm going to wear and stuff. Like,
But you were still stepping out, stepping out with the fam, doing stuff. You were still throwing threads on it.
yeah, but like I'm this fall, I'm trying to like take a couple chances with like like patterns and like fabrics a little bit more. You know what I mean? I just copped to like corduroy like Sherpa jacket. I'm gonna rock that out.
Nice, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Flannels.
Just flannels.
Yeah,
Just experiment a little bit more with like patterns
Yeah.
and
I gotta
like
get
and
my
like
flannel game right.
threads and like
I
patterns.
fell off. I
and-
used
wanna
to rock flannels like for a minute.
What
Flannels and cardigans
Yeah.
when they was popping for a minute.
Yo, hey Eric, cardigan era was the same.
Bro.
We kept copping the same cardigan. This is like the secrets era, like 09.
Right.
Like, oh
He
man.
like, look what I caught. Be like, look what I caught. He was like, shit, take yours back.
Man, I bought so many Forever 21 cardigans around that time, bro. H&M
You was buying them
cardigans.
for me too.
Bro,
G.
I was right.
The Cardi era was different.
Cause you was stepping into your little lane back
Bro,
then or whatever,
yeah.
and I was
What
just
was
trying.
that, like
Joe.
8th grade?
Yeah,
It's
man.
it's a picture I'll never forget. You had a green cardi on with
When we was at
a bottle of
Secrets?
Remy.
the contrast.
Oh,
you had a green.
I'm dressed like I'm going to school.
I had a bottle of Remy. It was
This probably
it
before
was an
I met
LRG. It was an
Yeah, this
LRG
before I met
cardigan.
you.
This is
I
like
wanna say,
08, 09. Yeah.
This was a minute ago. Like, motherfucker.
It was my birthday and we went to the Mix.
Yeah,
It was a spot called the
exactly,
Mix. I don't know.
exactly.
That nigga got a memory like an elephant.
You say that all the time. You been saying that since we was kids.
Bro.
You
He remembered the brand of the cardigan from 08.
Yeah, exactly. Anywhere where
he
you was at, where
different.
you was wearing
He
it, he
different.
bad different.
Shit, I'm surprised I remember that shit.
My fall drip is like I'm very heavy on the hoodies.
Yeah.
I gotta have.
All hoodie season. Hold it down too. Don't
I
let
gotta
no
have every
don't let
color.
these girls take your hoodies, man.
You gotta have different colors with the different accent colors, so you could. if you
Ladies
wanna
are
wear a
definitely
gray
stealing
hoodie-
hoodies right now.
Oh yeah, won't catch me.
Season, hoodie thief season.
You ain't catching one of mine.
Fellas, be
I'm
careful.
XL.
Ladies gonna try to steal your 95
Yeah,
hoodies.
ain't
We
getting
got them
back,
coming.
bruh.
We about to flood y'all with them.
Them Nike Tech them Nike Tech joints, like you think you got it on, you walk to the car, you be like, where the fuck my hoodie go? It was just on you, like she took it off.
And you're going to have to fight for your life to get it back, bro.
Very heavy on the hoodie and shoe combo. Hoodie and shoe combo.
That's how a
make
woman
your
show you she
entire
love
outfit.
you.
That's
Take your
that's
hoodie.
your joint. Nico really, yeah.
I'm heavy on the shoes.
Facts.
If it ain't your hoodie, it's your college tees and shorts.
I would say definitely.
Nah, they really want your high school shirts.
Man, I'm trying to tell
If,
you.
if
You
it say
don't wear
Morgan
no
Park
more.
Mustangs, you could just count it to. I won't see that again.
Like you ain't gonna wear this no more. You ain't
I
gonna
had when I came out of like my during my time playing baseball at Alabama A&M, I coached. We would have so much shit
Let me
coming.
get the floor when you get done. I
Um,
want to say something.
Little like sweatsuits we would work out in, say Alabama A&M baseball, lacrosse, shirts, certain particular shirts that we had to wear on certain days and certain workouts and stuff. We would just, the university would just be flooding us with them, right? Man, I looked up one time, man, I had to be like 28, 29 or whatever, and I just thought about it like, man, all the chicks that I was like had serious relationships with, they took all that shit, man. I'm down to like two old, like practice jerseys.
You got to
And
order
like
some.
I got like a shirt like at my dad crib or whatever, and my dad in his storage or whatever, bro. But I had so
I'm
much
sorry
stuff,
for your
and,
loss.
and girl,
Me too,
man,
bro.
me too, bro.
My
Because I would
condolences.
love to be wearing that shit right now, man. I'm proud of my university,
Yeah,
man.
my
Shout out Alabama A&M. Shout out all the historically black college and universities out there, man. We love y'all.
Real quick. I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
You know, it's Mike, my like best friend. You know, what I mean, we go way back. Bro went to Alabama A&M, and I went to Illinois State. The young man, Jelani Day, that lost his life. He went to Alabama A&M.
Yep.
He went to
Wow.
grad school at Illinois State.
Yep.
Rest
I just
in
want to take
peace.
a moment to like shout out his family and everything that they're going through, and like it's just awful that you know what I'm saying, what happened to that young man, because like he had like so much potential and had clearly it seemed like he had his life on track and was like going places. So like I'm just like heartbroken that happened to him. So
Same here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up for a second.
Condolences,
Absolutely.
man. Yeah, that was
Absolutely.
sad thing. Sad story.
Definitely. Our condolences from the 95 family, definitely with his family as well. So I think that was very poignant there,
Yeah.
D.
Yeah,
and
I just
well,
thought about that. That shit popped in my head as soon as you said, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he was
I'm glad you
crazy.
said
too,
something
man.
about that.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else as far as on the fashion tip? Any fashion tips y'all want to get the fellas out there? As far as what to piece
Just
together
be
with the
clean,
threads and
man.
stuff.
I got a couple, man.
Tell these, hey man, there's a lot of drip in this room.
I'm about
Tell
to say, y'all
tell
learned it
these
from the
guys
South guys
how to
themselves.
make the tell these
I feel like
guys out here
obvious-
how to look good for their ladies.
Fashion, obviously, just like anything, is subjective. You know what I'm saying? Music, art is whatever you like, whatever you want to do with. Just look well put together, man. Just look clean.
sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No
Simple.
sagging and like it's
It's so crazy, though.
like,
Yo,
I'll say
you
it.
made me think about that
I'm
old
saying.
poster that used to be in high school.
But
It's
this
to
shit
say,
ridiculous,
it's to
bro.
say, sagging backwards is niggas. Yo, that was posted in our high school, and when I would see that, I just was laugh like, stop, and it was like at the bottom it said, stop doing it. I'm like, well, damn, okay, I won't sag my pants.
The crazy part about it is like, yeah, don't sag your pants. Especially like, I feel like when we used to do it, we ain't have our underwear showing, like purposely, right?
It was
But have
different,
y'all ever
bro.
seen that
I've never
like
seen
that
that,
post?
bro.
It's like a
That
level
shit
to
was
a
so
sag, though.
funny,
Like,
man.
you gotta know that.
Level, yeah.
Don't have your jaw showing, but it's like you're built like your pants could be slightly below the waistline, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you get what
I've been
you
around.
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting.
yeah, but motherfuckers had their whole ass out like
Man,
they in the counter.
showing,
Yeah.
and then at that showing colorful draws, like
Right.
right,
what's
bro.
You want
The
to see
crazy
the
part,
drawers
though,
or the jeans?
The
Like,
crazy part to me
Or
is
niggas
like,
sagging and his jaws got Lion King on it. Like, what's wrong with you?
the crazy part is like fashion comes full circle, right? Like when we was in high school, like everything was baggy, right? 2X, 3X, white tees, jeans, everything. And then it switched,
God for
right?
growth.
It switched. So like everybody in here is like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be on the skinny jean way, but it's a little bit fitted, right? It's coming right back around though. Like if you look at like the generation after us, not so much like, you know what I'm saying, you still out here sagging your pants, you still
Yeah.
wilding, but generation after us, everything is like big. It's like
Like the
bell-bottom
oversized
pants
tees
and oversized.
Yeah.
Everything is big. It's crazy.
Yeah, you right.
I just say, oh my bad.
No, go
But don't
ahead.
let your underwear show.
just
That's
real
still
quick,
that's still
yeah,
whack.
that's
I
number
just say,
one.
fellas, find your way, find what works for you, and do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to over exaggerate. Sometimes you be like, oh, I'm finna put that shit on. Sometimes you can put too much in it.
And then don't put shit on.
Hey yo, hey, tell about Rio. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me tell you why these dudes is laughing at us. Let me tell you why these. Let me tell y'all why they laughing, man. This is why they was laughing, because I went on Google Images. I went on Google Images real quick. And I found the little like
Wait, this
poster
was in the
meme
school,
that
bro?
said
Where?
it said the word sagging also spells niggas.
What was wrong
And I
with bro?
found it, and that's the exact picture. And I put it in the group
Picture
chat.
of a dude.
I put it in the group chat, and they just all bust out because they all looking at it at once.
Why did you not report this?
Bro, you got
Why did you not report this?
I don't remember this in our school, bro.
This had, bro. I think this had to be either at.
You gotta send this. To
It's been a
Shade
long
Room
time.
or
This
something.
may not have been at Brooks.
Okay.
So
okay.
let me
Okay.
not embellish too much. It may not have been at Brooks, but I remember seeing it somewhere important.
Bro.
I don't know if it was A&M. I don't know if it was
man.
Brooks. It may
Was
have.
that a clan rally?
No,
You gotta put this on the
it was
IG,
somewhere
bro.
when they were trying to get young brothers together
You
and
gotta
all
put
that
this on the
shit.
IG.
So, but man, that's the exact picture, man. I'm gonna post it on the Instagram so y'all
shit on
see it,
Oh
Instagram.
my god, I have never seen nothing like this.
I'm dying right
I
now.
can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
He
to
do
see
look
that
like a nigga though.
shit. You know,
Tough.
you want to keep it real
Dying.
based on the picture. Yeah, that's funny.
Quick thing, bros, before we transition to our final segment. It's fourth quarter. Shout out to the brothers out there going hard, working on your goals, working on leveling up, becoming the best man you could be, becoming a non-toxic man out here. Shout out to the ladies out here just bossing up, doing their thing, taking care of their business, not minding nobody, whatever. It's fourth quarter. We want to see everybody that listen to the show and love us. We want to see y'all go hard. We love y'all back. Fellas, name at least one goal that you want to knock out before the end of the fourth quarter and the beginning of 2022. Something, it could be something big, something minor, but just something you want to do, something good, something that's going to make you positive and make you a stronger brother.
I don't think I had like, excuse me,
Or something
a
you've been
very
working on.
specific goal, but it's like I just want to increase my bag. Like since our last episode, new job for me, new car,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like I'm
you've been doing
getting-
your thing, man. I'm
getting-
proud of you, bro.
bartending life. It's like I really
That's
want to
what's up,
have
bro.
every avenue open for me for whenever I want to do something outside of what I'm already doing.
You
Like,
walking
it's-
in your
it's
purpose,
never
man.
enough money to be made out here.
That's
Too
right.
much money
So
out here.
any way I could make more, I'm all for it.
So your goal is to
And
get your
increase
bag
the
even
bag.
bigger. I love it. I love it. I'm proud of you, man. As your uncle, I'm proud of you. D, anything?
Let me think about that. I don't know, man. I'm just continuing the stuff that I've been doing. You know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to learn everything I can about, like, raising a kid and being a better father. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? As far as work, like, just right now I've been, like, working on this project that has introduced me or got me a better experience with, I just went out, better experience with, like, web development. So, I've just been trying to do better in both of those avenues, you know? That's all, though.
Facts.
Good to hear, brother. Good to hear.
Facts. Shit, I'm just trying to just get better across the board, man. D touched on, being a parent. My daughter just started kindergarten. So, shoot, I'm just trying to be there for her, just show her, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Maddie?
Well, what's the,
Maddie girl.
man supposed to be, how to roll, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Manners, everything. But increase my personal training clientele. If y'all looking for a personal trainer, check E out.
Shout that out,
on
yes.
Instagram.
We promoting our
Instagram,
businesses, yes.
check him
Underscore
out.
E.
Gonna get you
underscore
right.
out, bro. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I'm just trying to be a better person, bro. Just all around, in and out.
I love it, bro. Rio, goals.
Just staying in the grind, man. Trying to stay focused, being a better man, father. You know what I'm saying? Being a better just individual. It's a lot of like strange shit going on in the world today. So I don't want to add to the strangeness. I don't want to contribute to that
Strangetivity.
shit. So
Strangetivity.
at the end of the day, man, it's just about being a better individual, and I just want
Facts.
to increase the bag and just continue to walk the right way, because where we come from, it's a lot of like, people don't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? They don't think you can do certain things. So I'm more into that, almost like proving people wrong.
Crab
type of
barrel
thing.
mentality.
Yeah, it's crabs in the barrel. So I just want to prove people wrong. Like, hey, from the east side of Chicago, it's some stuff that can grow. That's pretty solid. So
The rose that grew from
Rose from
concrete,
grew from
huh?
you know what I'm
Concrete.
saying?
Tupac neck ass nigga.
Shameless plug. Recipes pod.
That's what's up, man. You already know we
Yes,
always
sir.
going to talk that positive shit. We always
Yes,
going to
sir.
talk that empowerment. We always going to talk self-development as men in here. So that's one thing the show is always going to represent, always empowerment and grind, focus, determination, all that good shit. Before we get out of here,
We gotta hear your goal.
Right. Wait, what you doing with your life, bro?
Nigga just
Mike, what the hell?
Absolutely.
We heard about your ankle. Like, what else, bro?
said, I'm the
Gotta be quicker than that.
I'm hosting this one.
Absolutely. Nah. Absolutely. A couple of little small goals or whatever that I have that I want to finish before the end of the year. Definitely with the injury, I want to just continue to have healthy progression as far as coming back better than I was before. I always like to push it to the limit. This taught me a lot about patience. So what I want to do is I want to have at least 4 books read before the end of the year.
Nice.
That's going to be good for my improvement as a man and increasing my wisdom and stuff like that. So at least 4 more books before this year is over. Want to lose about 10 to 15 pounds or whatever. The injury definitely affected me as far as my weight, and as a brothers, we getting older. We want to be here. We want to be around for a long time for our families or whatever, so we can be the best that we can be. So I want to knock that off, the little that was on me from the injury and stuff like that. Definitely improve my eating habits. Want to get more consistent with that as far as going hard in the kitchen, just like I do in the gym. And definitely plan for trips outside of the U.S. Even with the pandemic or whatever, I decided in 2022 I have to go certain places that are on my bucket list before, because we don't know what's going to be what. Right. So it's certain places that I want to go, a particular trip that I want to plan by spring of 2022. I'll keep everybody posted as far as our fans and y'all as my boys, my brothers. So just small goals and also big lofty goals as well. And the lofty goals get completed by doing the small goals, brick by brick. So absolutely.
Brick by brick. Sound like Franklin from Snowfall.
I built it by brick by brick, and you're not gonna turn us up. You're not gonna turn us up.
Drive, motherfucker.
No, drive.
Drive, motherfucker.
Drive. NFL.
Yes.
You got something before we go to NFL, or you wanna transition?
It's real brief. I just want to say, y'all, continue. We do this podcast and we get into subjects and stuff like that. We also have to tell you all, just continue to be safe out here, man. There's a lot of things going on,
especially in the city, guys.
We got a lot of violence. We got a lot of pandemic shit going on. So everybody just continue to keep their eyes peeled and be knowledgeable. And don't be silly, man. Do the knowledge, man. You got to read a little bit, do some research before you start to make certain decisions about certain things. So just be mindful of the decisions that you make. And that's all I gotta say. And we can transition.
For sure.
Look at the jail time.
Hey,
if it's so long, if you serving years, don't do it.
If the shit look like a paragraph, don't do it.
Hey, fools. How y'all fantasy teams looking? We let's finish up with some little NFL talk before we get out of here.
Cough.
I'm right in the middle. I got 2 leagues. I'm 1-3-1, and then the one we in.
For those who don't know, Eric, Derek, Nico, and I are all in one league, the GFL, the illustrious GFL. Shout out to our commissioner, my homie James Lacey with his crazy ass.
Lace?
Lace, what up, bro? We've been in the league for a long time. Nick, this is your first year in there. You're doing good, 3-1. Shout out. It's okay. I see you.
Spanked on somebody at this table.
Nigga got greasy like a 6-piece from Harold's.
I just had to throw that out there. Real quick.
That was real greasy. It wasn't no mild sauce. That was all batter.
That shit was fried hard.
Fried hard.
I know I'm gonna have to see him.
That was a scooter order.
That
Man, that was a Harold's Express. That was greasy than a motherfucker.
Yeah, but I'm like right in the middle. 2-2 in our league, 1-3 in the other one. So you still got what is it?
You got
it's an extra week.
You have a team that shouldn't be 1-3.
It's all about performance,
bro. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's any
you
given
could draft
Sunday.
the best team on paper.
I could have been 3-1. I'm playing.
And you handed me my own L, man. You fucker.
But and then your squad is cold too. But you just, you know what I'm saying, any given Sunday. But I'm playing.
Good game though. You definitely can't. Your boys came to play.
Like 2 weeks ago.
I want to say he was up like 50.
I'm up, and then here come Derrick Henry with a 50 piece.
Oh,
bust my ass.
You can't help it. You can't help it.
I can't do nothing.
Tampa
bro.
Bay defense, 2 big sixes.
I'm celebrating third quarter, bro. I'm talking about I got this shit in the bag.
That's our era's Jim Brown, man.
Then fucking Derrick Henry run off with 3 touchdowns in second
King
half,
Henry,
like
bro.
Yeah.
And then Tampa Bay had 2 pick sixes.
Man, my problem
with me right in the game.
Exactly.
My problem, I feel like I draft well. I feel like I put together a nice squad, but like draft position matters, right? I don't feel like I got
yes and no.
Yes and no. I don't feel like I got no dogs though, right? Because like you got Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry can win you a week. You know what I mean? Who you got somebody too? Who's your number 1 pick?
Was it Eckler?
Eckler just won them a game.
I don't exactly. I don't have no dog. Bro, across the table got Russell Wilson when he got healthy. I don't have no dogs that's gonna be like, yo, if he go off, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Jared, who was your first pick?
My first pick was Jonathan Taylor. He's been mid. My second pick,
I didn't want nothing to do with him.
My second pick was Stephon Diggs. He's been mid. I put together a good squad.
Like, that's unfortunate though, because he's not supposed to be mid.
Exactly.
So you're supposed to have a dog and just not
you say your whole team been 3 for 10s.
Justin Herbert been nice. You know what I mean? I picked him up late. Mike Williams, y'all slept. Mike Williams is like
they took it back to 2002. No. So this is my thing with Mike Williams. My thing with Mike Williams is once I draft you on my team, and it doesn't matter how many years pass. If you burn me once, I'll never draft you again. I had Mike Williams in an off year, burn me.
That's fair.
Trash. And he was having a bad year. He's a good receiver in real life.
The key though,
he was not giving me numbers, and I need a numbers.
Who's the offensive coordinator? He came from the New Orleans, right?
No.
Mike, I know you know.
The main one I know from New Orleans that gets a lot of rep is Joe Brady.
But what I'm saying,
I remember he was with Teddy
is,
Bridgewater, his offensive coordinator last year.
Right.
I don't know where he's at right now.
We gotta look into it. I think the Chargers offensive coordinator came from New Orleans. I could be wrong, but what I was reading is basically that the offense they're running is what New Orleans was running, and the ex receiver spot was Michael Thomas. So that's why Mike Williams been getting up because he's playing like what Michael Thomas is playing.
Who in our league drafted
Keenan Allen, who's in the slot most of the time.
Who in our league drafted Mike Thomas?
Nobody, I don't think.
I don't know.
Mike
because
I
kept seeing his name and I'm like,
But he's on IR right now.
I feel bad whoever's going to take him.
Mike Wallace has his best, whatever him and Justin Herbert have going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It could very well be the offensive coordinator, but also if you watch them play, he don't get many quick slants or
he be deep.
digs or mesh routes. He's the biggest receiver on that team, so they're gonna throw him that deep ball.
Yeah.
And he's gonna catch that deep ball because the number one receiver is on number one DB is on Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just free reign.
And then keep in mind my receiving core deep. Like I drafted Mike Williams is like my fourth.
Yeah,
like I got Diggs.
We let him go.
Bro, nobody knew Mike Williams was going to
right, exactly. So I was like, okay, if he get off, cool. If he don't, like whatever.
Yeah.
I got Diggs. I got AJ Brown been injured, but I had AJ Brown and I got Chris Godwin. So I was picking him up like, I think it's a good pick.
I can almost say the same.
He's been my best receiver almost.
Exactly.
I'm fucked up over this Russell injury last night.
I got DJ Moore and Cortland Sutton going off every week.
I wanted Cortland Sutton.
I took Aaron Rodgers out and I put him in because I was like,
you had Aaron Rodgers and Russell. What you in a 16 league?
I got lucky.
Right. Shit.
The niggas was slapping on
like,
you took quarterbacks your first two picks.
It's an important NFC West game, and then fucking Aaron Donald raised his hand up. And he hits his hand.
Yeah, man. That
out of all people,
I went up for my quarterback.
Aaron Donald has just been a menace to Russell.
Josh Allen.
I
took him in a third.
I'll be waiting for the QBs.
I was hating on. Josh Allen.
Speaking of QBs.
Let's talk.
Matt Nagy, Justin Fields. Let's give a.
You gonna wait till now to bring this up?
Let's.
We all Bears fans. We heated.
Look at the outrage. Woo! I love it. Outrage is what makes this show good.
10-20. You wait till now?
So
Fields is probably.
Let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna go around. We're gonna go counterclockwise. Start on with you, Rio. A through F grade. What do you give Matt Nagy's handling of Justin Fields and nurturing him as a quarterback?
Honestly, originally I gave him an F because I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, originally. So what you giving him now?
Now I give him probably like a C+. And the reason,
I
can't give him an F.
This better be good.
I can't give him. I got you, bro. I got some content. I can't give him an F. Hey, y'all that's listening, man.
Hey, we listening, bro.
We brothers.
You got the
man.
floor.
So y'all gotta understand, we brothers. We gonna.
Our apologies as a staff, record label, as a motherfucking crew.
And the crew, you know what I'm saying?
You got the floor.
Do what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
So why C+? plus.
but
Tell me why.
C plus because I can't give him an F after a win, but I think that, and I've been saying this since last year, and my brothers can attest to this. I really don't think Nagy should be calling the plays. I think
Boom.
And we all
Tough
know
acting
that.
to acting.
it's a big responsibility for him to be able to call the plays amongst other things he has to do. And sometimes I think he overthinks the offense. And I know a lot of people didn't really like Mitch Trubisky, but a lot of times I felt like Nagy put him in bad situations because he overthought. And I don't want him to do this with this kid because this kid has talent. The key to us, with us having a subpar offensive line, is we got to get the ball out quick. And I think that a lot of times, Nagy tries, let's just try this trick play, or let's try this and that. And it takes a long time for it to develop.
And the
We
shit
all
don't
know
work.
When we have slow developing plays and we playing against good defensive linemen, it's going to look bad like it looked with Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney because those are Pro Bowl defensive players.
The problem with that game, too,
Garrett
the
had
problem
a
with that
field day
game,
on us,
the
bro.
problem with that game is just the lack of adjustments.
The adjustments, yeah, exactly.
There's no way you can have a regular blocking scheme when you got Myles Garrett on one side and
At all.
Jadeveon Clowney at
Double
all.
both
You're
of
going to
them.
have to double guys. You're going to have to
max
chip.
protect.
You're going to have to max protect.
Put an
You're going to have
extra
to
tight
slide
end
the
in the game.
pocket. You're going to have to do waggles. You're going to have to do rollouts. You're going to have to do stuff to flush him. That was terrible. That was terrible for that kid.
that's
Thank goodness
overthinking.
he's a real one because that's terrible for a young quarterback psyche, man. That's not
So-
good at all.
That was his first start, correct?
Nick, what's your grade?
Yes, it's the first start, but
That's not the game that he came in halfway.
No.
That's not the game.
No.
That was his start.
So my grade initially was a F, like Rio said, based off that game alone. You let him get sacked 9.5 times.
The man was 6 for
9
20
and a
and he threw
half?
for less than 100 yards.
9.
Okay, so I'm gonna give Nagy a C minus.
Okay.
The reason being, a lot of that is based off that first game. You got a rookie quarterback, first NFL start, doesn't throw a pass in his first 2 drives. How do you expect anybody to get in rhythm, not throwing a pass in their first 2 drives?
Exactly.
What rhythm is he gonna be able to catch? So his second start, and this is what boosted him from an F to a C minus.
Detroit. When they played Detroit last week.
Not even so much on Detroit. They started letting him throw the ball, and when he throw the ball, you see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But why I just still can't give him a good grade? Justin Fields is known for being a dual threat quarterback. We need more design runs.
Great. That's a
Yeah,
great point.
yeah.
You need more design
Yeah.
runs.
He don't
Give
use
him
his
some.
legs.
His first
RPOs.
touchdown, his very first play was a
Yeah.
design run. No, it was
Yeah.
the second one
Give him
after that
some
pass in the
RPO,
red
give
zone.
him some-
But
some play action.
They're running
let
RPO.
him bootleg. Give
Now-
him something.
Now I'll say this: they
And then
they
that-
are
that
running
makes the
RPO.
defense stay honest.
They are running RPO, but he hasn't been making all his reads. They are utilizing it.
And all nine.
I agree
9.5
about the design
sacks
runs.
against.
The design
Cleveland
runs. I
weren't on
totally
him.
agree, though.
Weren't on.
You're
Nagy.
right. You're 100% right. They need to make more design runs with him, and
'Cause-
that'll also free up
and-
Montgomery
And now,
as well,
if
even
you
though
let
he's hurt
him
right
run,
now.
now you forcing somebody to spy,
Yes.
taking somebody either from blitzing or in coverage. Either way, it's gonna work something. You need more design runs.
I agree.
Nagy should not call the plays though. We all know. that.
We all agree on that. I agree.
And he doesn't even want to tell us if he's calling the plays or not because he knows he shouldn't be calling the plays.
Yeah, he couldn't even tell us or whatever. He's all that stuff with who was it Bill Lazor, the guy that they said might have really been calling the plays when we actually had a good amount of plays called. What game was that? The Lions game.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff he did at the presser was unnecessary. D, what's
D?
your grade?
D.
D says D.
D. Yeah.
Nah,
That's
like
all I was going.
this is my problem. Like, I get it. Like in the draft, we weren't like expecting that Fields was gonna fall to us.
At all.
Once he fell to us, whether you signed Andy Donda or not, you knew he was like the future.
That's what I'm saying.
sure.
So
that's
like
my
we didn't
heart.
have to right away week 1, and we talked about this, Mike. We didn't have to week 1 start Fields, right?
Yeah.
'Cause especially against the Rams, like you didn't want to throw your rookie out there against Aaron Donald and them, right?
Well,
Now,
we brought him out there
mind you, I had a
against
different
Miles
opinion. I say fuck it, get the
But-
kid out there.
But
go
my
ahead.
problem is when you finally started him, not against the Lions, against the Browns. He didn't get like starter reps for like the full week. You didn't prepare him
Yeah,
properly.
exactly. That's
right.
my argument.
You didn't prepare him properly, and like the whole reason that he's starting now is because Andy Dalton got hurt. So they're holding on to this whole like, we promised him the job. And who gets promised the job? Like, get out of here. Like, it's the
That's not
NFL.
even
You
the
got to
problem.
compete.
Who promises Andy Dalton a job?
Yeah.
I don't want to promise nobody
year,
a
right?
job.
You signed like a year contract.
right.
He's a bum.
First off, we're the
last
Bears,
year.
right? We're the Bears. We haven't had, granted, I'm bringing this name up, and I know.
Say it.
We haven't had a quality
Cut.
quarterback since Jay Cutler, and
Cutler.
before that, since I don't even know when, right? So who promises
Something.
anybody the job? You need to come in, you need to come in and win it. You know what I mean? You need to come in and win it. So why are you promising Andy Dalton a job? I don't care about Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you come in, you know, we gonna
Red
sign
rifle.
you. You know what I'm saying? This is the numbers. If you come in the training camp and you're the best quarterback, you'll start. If you're not, then we're gonna go with somebody else. But don't promise nobody nothing.
Don't promise nobody shit.
Yeah.
And then you get this kid that you clearly see he's the future and he's quality, you know what I'm saying? You saw what he did at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Bring him in, prepare him, give him everything he needs to succeed. And I feel like he didn't do that until he had to when Dalton got hurt. So D,
Yeah.
hard D.
I'm a-
And the only reason I'm not,
Pause.
giving him an F is because I feel like that decision probably came up.
Technically, do you gotta say pause because your name
Right.
is your name?
It was the hard part. That's a bit.
Only reason it's not an F for me because I feel
Yikes.
like that decision might have came up from like higher than him. It's like, oh, we gave Andy Dalton this money, so we need to start him for however many weeks. But otherwise, like,
I got 7.
The Bears are just
He got 10
wrong.
million.
The Bears are just
And now,
wrong.
and now you
For
want to
the
name,
Bears?
him your starter going
For the
forward because
Bears?
he had a good game.
yeah.
He should have
Yeah.
been your starter from whenever.
What's
At
your,
least, I'm
what's your
just saying
grade?
when you
from
decided
draft day?
when you decided you were gonna move to him, prepare him to be the starter. Don't like last minute be like, all right, kid, go out there, you got a chance.
Yeah,
like that's
that's-
bogus.
Nagy was
what I
still trying to
saying.
shade him at quarter. Like he still didn't want to play him.
Exactly.
He's weird.
That's my whole point.
But the Achilles heel is
He's still saying Andy Dalton starter right now.
Exactly.
In the middle of October while we're 2-2.
You can't draft a guy that high and be like, oh, we're not gonna play him.
That's what I'm saying.
that
That's
makes
that's
no
and to
sense.
piggyback
They
on
didn't
what
cut
D,
Mac Jones cut Cam for Mac
to
Jones.
piggyback off what D said, like I give him the same grade as D because it's like as soon as you draft,
Only
this
place
kid-
I seen somebody hate their job this much was the railroad. Like he really don't want his job.
As soon as you drafted him, you should prepare him. Even if he ain't finna start the first week or two, you supposed to prepare him
To be the starter.
to be a starter. It's like you don't just throw him into the Lions, then like, all right, here, kid, go. You getting
That-
reps with second team on practice. You know what I'm saying? Like
That Browns game was
as
disgusting.
soon as you draft him, you know he's finna be the kid of the future, your future quarterback. So you got to prepare him, even if he don't start week 1. Yo, like get your reps in. So when we throw you in, you good.
Yeah.
Not to get thrown in and then you get sacked 9 times. Now it's looking like, okay, is this kid?
Is he right?
Is it you?
Now it's looking like, oh,
Right.
maybe we made a mistake
Maybe we
with
made
him.
a mistake. But like, no, it's the coach. You know what I'm saying?
And to go off that a little bit more, this is why Justin Fields' timing and as I said in my explanation, all of those sacks weren't the offensive line. His quarterback clock wasn't ticking correctly.
Yeah.
He
The
was
game
holding
is still
ball
moving
too
fast
long.
for him. You
Yeah.
can tell.
He was wild.
He's not adjusted
He was
yet.
wild.
But
But
the
he
reason-
will be, but he's not.
Yeah.
But the
That's
reason
not
being
his
is
fault.
because he didn't get enough reps
Exactly.
with actual
Exactly.
defense.
That's my
Exactly.
point.
That's not his
It's like
fault.
even when it's his fault, it's kind of still not his fault.
And then the fact that Nagy is like, oh, well, Andy's still our quarterback. He's our starting quarterback.
Right. Why
It's
we
like,
got loyalty
bro,
to Andy Dalton?
Like, who is this bum?
Like, he be compl-
he-
Andy
Andy
Dalton
Dalton.
justify that $10 million this year.
Nah, man.
Exactly.
Throw
It's
that
like-
out the window. I don't care
I
about
feel
that.
like, yo, I feel like if Andy Dalton went 3-0, 4-0, then it's then you keep him
Yo,
in. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be different if we was the Bengals and Andy Dalton was still like the quarterback. He's not Cap Rudy. Like, come on, bro. We should have absolutely no loyalty to Andy Dalton.
My grade for them is F. F for Nagy. He's terrible. We really shouldn't even be giving him an F. We really need to expel him from the school and send him somewhere where we could really like, because something's going on where I don't understand why he just can't understand that this kid is his best chance of saving his job.
For real.
He's trying to.
And all he has to do is just like, this is what you want. Like, you got the keys to a brand new Corvette, and you decide you want to fucking keep driving a motherfucking Ford Ecoline that you got in the truck.
What the hell is a Ford Ecoline?
It's an old ass van, bro.
I gotta
It's an old ass like
Google that.
it's an old ass like church, like an old ass like church
I
vehicle,
got to
like a
Google
Ford
that.
Ecoline, like the old Baptist churches from like the '90s and stuff. They
Chevy
go like pick,
Express.
they
Yeah.
pick up the hot plates and stuff with the Ford Ecoline, and it's always dusty
Didn't
as
they-
hell.
No.
The muffler don't work.
Nagy,
Like
Yeah.
color been
he
gone.
he really
only
like he
goes Mitch.
really
He
don't
drafted
want to.
Mitch.
Right.
His-
But no, let me finish, fellas.
I'm sorry.
He really doesn't want to use his brand new shiny Corvette. All he has
I
to
don't
do is
get it.
just drive it properly. But you know what? Somebody that has a Corvette that doesn't want to drive it, they don't know how to drive it.
Question: Do you think Mitch?
And that says it all. That Nagy needs to be let go at the
do
end
you
of the season.
think? I'm sorry, I'm bringing this bum up, but do you think Mitch would have been better with another coach?
Mitch just killed us with another coach.
I think would he have been
Possibly.
better with another coach?
Without Nagy?
Possibly so. I'm not. I never really thought Mitchell Trubisky was a really good quarterback. He had some flashes.
Yeah.
I don't know if a new coach would have saved him, but would a new coach have been better than Nagy was for him? Quite possibly.
I feel
so.
like Mitch was doomed from
Quite
the
possibly
jump.
so.
We drafted him
I didn't believe him.
entirely too high.
Too high.
Entirely
We-
too
And
high.
also, I wasn't
He
a,
only
I wasn't a believer. At
12
North
games.
Carolina, he started
Yeah, he was
bingo. He
7-5.
started 12 games at North
Yeah.
Carolina. He could barely beat out Marquise Williams the year before. A guy that never took a snap in the NFL. I wasn't sold on
He
him
didn't even know
anyway.
what a hard count was.
Really quick sidebar. Mitch was carried by that defense, so was Nagy. But watching Mitch play for 2 more years after that, a quarterback that can't even make an accurate throw to the flat should have never been a starter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you can't make your check down throw accurate, what pass can you really make?
Yeah.
That
the
should have
easiest
been
pass.
a dead a long time ago. But Nagy was the coach, so
Hey.
But when you see,
Go ahead, Rio.
when you see your guy is like that, and I think sometimes I hate to say this, but it kind of brings back to the Trestman era. Guys that are really good OCs, sometimes they have a hard time being the head coach because they're so used to doing what they do and what they expect to happen. And I think with him is he's like, oh well, I can call the plays, not gonna do this and that. But you're not putting your guy in a position. You have to put you. Anytime you have a quarterback with a certain skill set, you got to cater to his strengths. And I thought that sometimes the play calling is just weird to me. It's like you know what type of quarterback you have. You can't sit. The ball got to come out quickly.
And it's an issue with the utilization of David
Yeah.
Montgomery.
yeah.
You have a
and now he's not
very
even
talented
here. He
runner.
out for a fucking
Yeah.
month. So what you gonna
They
do
finally
now?
started to hand him the ball last
They
week.
saw what happens when they give him the ball a lot at the end of last year.
And he
Yeah,
wants
he
the
was
ball. The
balling.
kid wants the
And
ball.
Mike, let me say this real
And when he
quick before
gets
you
the
go.
ball, he hoop.
The man
balling.
had 1,100 yards last year, and I don't think people realize he had over 1,000-yard season. He's a workhorse, and we go away from him, and now he's out.
But we did the
what
same
do you do
thing
now?
with
Thomas Jones.
the big boy. No, when we
Thomas
had-
Jones. Damn, it's about 15 years ago. He
Y'all
said
going too
Thomas
far back.
Jones.
Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard.
Jordan
yeah.
Howard.
Jordan Howard would come in and have 30 yards rushing in the first drive, and we would never see him again.
And then he goes to Philly. And
How
now we
does
ain't heard
that
of him no
happen?
more.
Because he's out the NFL. But before we start, start tangents
Transition.
on the
I'm not
random
gonna go
running back history of the illustrious Chicago Bears. Before we get out of here, Urban Meyer, what the fuck was he
That nigga
smoking?
Party
He out there
boys.
playing with college kids, man.
Playing with him.
My mind's telling me no.
Hey.
Hey,
We ain't gonna speak
right.
on that, though. We ain't gonna speak on that.
We don't want to speak on that. But I think the most telling part about the Urban Meyer situation was I don't think I've ever heard of an NFL coach ever not getting on the flight home with his team.
Why is that such a big deal?
Whoa!
Y'all
I'm
just
asking, I'm
lost,
asking.
and
I'm
you don't
asking.
go home with your team.
I mean, I ain't gonna help him win. What's the big deal?
Wow.
I'm asking the question.
You played sports. Come on.
You are the general.
You
You are the general.
You're the head of the squad.
And y'all lost.
You go down with your ship. A captain
Jaguars, they
goes.
always
Captain
do.
goes down with
I
his
can't
ship.
believe you just said that.
No, I'm asking though. I'm asking seriously. I'm asking the
Captain
question.
goes down with a ship, bro.
Okay.
It's just it's
I see what D's saying though, but
No, I'm not
I
making
don't.
a point.
No.
No.
Not
Hear
as
me
a
out.
sports player, you don't.
No. Hear me out. I'm not making.
especially
any
when your
point.
team
I'm
is
asking-
0-4,
I'm asking
and
why
you've been
is
doing
that
a horseshit job.
Not.
You shouldn't
why
be
is it
down
like-
at the bar having summer shanties.
No.
With,
You're
with the-
taking it elsewhere.
the Kelly
I'm
Jones
asking like,
with little
why
Shelby.
is it like so bad of a situation? Not like should he have done it or not, but the backlash from it. Why is it so bad? Is what I'm asking.
You're the head coach.
You're the head coach, number one.
You're not-
Number two, it's nothing common about. Everybody goes back on a flight. Everybody goes back on the charter flight back to your city.
Okay.
So it's really a precedent that's been set. What he did was unprecedented.
Okay.
Like
That's fair.
ridiculously, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he
Yeah.
should have fucking went out
They
and
get paid to-
partied.
they
I'm
get
not saying
paid
that.
to-
Right. He just
Right.
he just like he took a shit cake and then put a cherry on it.
Right. So like
And
for
extra
example,
icing, bro.
for example,
Like,
for
he
example,
just-
right?
He was beyond him. So the fact that he still has a job is perplexing.
For example, I'm Russell Wilson, right? We're in LA. We lost. The plane is going to Brooklyn because we play Brooklyn like in 2 nights or something, and I stay in LA an extra night.
You the quarterback for Bishop Sycamore?
That's what I'm getting at. Why is it like so like, oh my God, he didn't go home with the team? Like,
Why are you
what's
not
up?
riding with your team?
What you have to understand too
It's
with the organization of an NFL franchise, the time limits that they have in order to prepare for the next game, how important the next game is.
Oh, that's fair.
To
That's
all
fair.
that, like
that's
those
what
time
what I'm
constraints.
asking is that I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah,
it.
it's like-
I'm just asking
But
for
I feel like
understanding.
even
yeah.
beyond that though, like,
You might be back a half a day as far as what you need to prep as a coach if
Yeah.
you do something like that.
but even beyond being back in coaching or whatever, I'm going back to like myself in high school. Whether your parents came to the game or not, our coaches still didn't let the kids go home with their parents. You would ride home on a bus, and you would get picked up from the school.
Yeah, we did too.
That's like just part of the game, and let alone
It was
as
an
a head
exception
coach,
every now and then,
as a
but
head
no, we
coach,
did too. Yeah.
You're not about to like.
And
We're not
y'all
about to
ain't
get
won
our
a game.
ass with 50-0, and then you
And
ride
y'all
home
ain't-
with auntie.
and y'all ain't won.
No,
Y'all ain't
we
won
getting
the
on this
game.
bus and we going home. We can't talk on a bus. And these people
TT,
getting
can you go
paid.
get some ice cream?
Urban Meyer is getting paid to do this. He's a professional. Like, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally no excuse in my book.
No, I'm not. I'm making the case that it is an excuse.
Right.
I'm trying to understand it a little bit better. That's fair enough.
I think the situation with Urban Meyer is, and I'm
That's
being honest,
bad.
Let me tell y'all
and
something real
that's a
quick, Rio,
lesson.
before you elaborate. Hey man, on a 95 field trip, Derek, don't think you're gonna go home by yourself. You ride with all of them.
Everybody want back right now.
Like,
I'm asking a question because I want to know.
You can't even
Everybody
drive.
wants
Somebody
back.
will pick you
ain't
up.
no helicopter. You going
Don't-
back with
I'm
us.
in the lift.
Don't get any wise ass ideas over there, bro.
Don't get too cute.
I'm finna catch a lift, y'all.
You locked in. You locked in, nigga. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rio.
like,
I
damn,
think-
that
I
was
think-
messed up, bro. I'm out.
And then it was worse that it was on
Screw
top
this
of a
dad.
lot.
Screw you
That's
guys.
what I'm
I'm going
That
home.
makes it worse.
0-4. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
You,
fucked
you
up.
worried
If
about the
3-1,
Tillies instead of getting your team better.
Y'all ain't won a game, and you said, "Fuck it, I'm finna chill with the Olsen twins."
But I always.
Yo, he was wilding the whole time. Like he married though. Like he
Yeah,
got
what the
whole-
wife
Right.
Yeah.
That's the main thing we really didn't acknowledge.
What
the
does
fact
the wife
my
have to
man
say
my
about
man's
it?
just married out here like
whole
can I get a
life.
toot? Can I get a beat?
He was
He
out
over
here
there
bogus.
wilding,
Listen,
bro.
black men don't cheat. Urban Meyer is not one of those.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Shut up, Rico. You so silly, man.
Black men don't cheat,
Round of
ladies.
applause.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, parting shots, fellas. Anything y'all want to say? It's like like the end of church. Any church announcements?
man.
Anything, whatever.
I got one big one.
Any
Go ahead,
prayers?
go.
Anything up? Anything y'all
Yeah, I
want?
got one too.
Anybody y'all want to shout out
We
to?
not
real
gonna
quick?
take a break that long again from y'all.
We promise, man.
We a family. We
It's good to be
we
back.
in it.
That's all I had to say.
We had some
Keep
stuff
going.
going on.
We
that
had a lot
can't
going
control,
on.
but we won't take a break that long again.
I want to say to the general public too. I do have a responsibility for everybody that likes the content that we give to consistently give that content. Unfortunately, I had some stuff going on or whatever, and I wasn't as proactive about being able to get back to you guys. So we want to say that we own that, and we're gonna keep giving y'all that shit, and we about to finish off hard for fourth quarter. We promise y'all that.
Yes, sir.
Anything else, fellas?
Nothing, man. It's just good to be back, man. For real. Just in the vibe, and you know how we get down. You know what I'm saying, when we all come together you know, just to rap about something for an hour and some change. And this probably like one of our best episodes for real.
Yeah, this was good.
Like, yeah, this was dope.
Yeah, man, we keep getting
We hit on a
keep
lot
getting
tonight.
better, and we
Yeah.
want to keep giving y'all better. So we thank y'all for everybody that supported, that bought a hoodie, that's rocking a hoodie, that's been listening to us, that's asking, you know, I want some content. I want y'all to talk about this. We really appreciate you guys, and we love you guys for real.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So I guess that's it, man. We'll be you'll be hearing back from us in 2 weeks. We got some more stuff coming. We got some stuff for the ladies next up. And you guys already know what's the saying. 95 till infinity.
And
Love
real
y'all.
quick before we head out, we just want to keep giving y'all feels, man. We want everything to feel organic. We want, when you listen to this podcast, we want you to sit and be like, you feel like you're in.
You could
the
jump in the
room with us.
conversation.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can kind of conversation, and it's organic. It just
Absolutely,
flows.
because we listen to a
That's
lot
what
of
we
y'all
want.
feedback,
Exactly.
a lot of content that we
Yeah,
talk about
a
and
lot
stuff
of-
that people
exactly.
requested as well. So 95 to infinity. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Peace.
Peace.